then push Moreno and Klein further forward. Thoughts? Then you've got 3 central defenders, keep clean sheets. Moreno's nowhere near the 18-yard box. Happy days. Really enjoyed it on Facebook Live, Stadium Astro. Malaysia's home of Premier League football, La Liga, Bundesliga, you name it, got the lot. And hopefully look forward to coming back out very, very soon. Right, see you later. Ta-ra.
Ikuti perjalanan Kongres Persatuan Penulis-Penulis Sukan Dunia bahagian Asia dan anugerah SAM, Anjuran Persatuan Penulis-Penulis Sukan Malaysia dalam 72 jam AIPS Asia. Hanya di Astro Arena dan HD. Gaming fans, here's something you'll go crazy for.
Oh my God.
A fresh side to the wild world of gaming.
No.
Join the party. 360 on EGG.
Scotty Hargrave is in charge of a global intelligence gathering operation.
You should know I have anger issues.
Hey, take it easy.
You're hired.
You want me to work for you?
We could do incredible things together. You really know how to push my buttons. Welcome to the family.
The Blacklist Redemption premieres February 24th at 9 p.m. only on Fox.
March on to Fox Sports. For rivalries.
Occasion to get the blood flowing. The biggest rivalry of them all.
We are racing. Game on for goals.
Perfect stuff. Oh, what a marvellous stuff. That's a sucker punch.
Fight on.
What a move.
For greatness.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Perfect drive, Lewis. Really well controlled.
It's not only an effort, it's an absolute bullseye.
Oh, it's a header from Miura. Oh, just what we were talking about. Swerving, weaving, dancing to the checkered flag.
The Fox Sports March is on.
The NBA on Astro Supersport 4 and HD.
CIA agents are sworn to protect our country. Now, they could be our biggest threat.
We're on the center of what could only be called the largest organized act of treason in U.S. history. I pushed you out to protect you.
I know, and I came back to save you.
Who's
I'm on the right side of this. You think you are.
playing who?
No one else dies today.
Quantico 2, all new episodes, Tuesdays 10 p.m. on AXN.
Witness a world-class clash of tennis giants. The WTA BNP Paribas Open 2017 on Astro Supersport 4.
The moment of victory. Lee Chong-wei, her 4th All-England title.
Astro congratulates Dr. Lee Chong-wei on his All-England Open Badminton Championship singles title win. Well done.
It looks like all you guys were having so much fun out there. This weekend, what has been the highlight for you?
Taking pictures with all the celebrities out there. Just the smile in their faces, how excited they are to be here. I think that's the highlight. You know, I think everything else on the court is going to take care of itself. And it's just fun. It's fun, and I'm really proud of myself that I can give that happiness and see them smile.
Tonight on Daily, the excuse City cannot use for their Champions League exit.
Plus, why Djokovic lost his cool against Mr. Hot Temper at Indian Wells.
And how the race for 8th affected the race for the top seed in the West.
Winner.
Semi-finalist.
Winner.
Semi-finalist.
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 That is Pep Guardiola's exceptional record in the Champions League as a coach.
The man has never failed to guide his team to the Final Four of Europe's elite club competition in his managerial career.
Until today. And what a way to end that run. Manchester City technically didn't need to win this match against Monaco to progress to the quarters. They had a 5-3 lead from the first leg, and it showed. City aimless in attack throughout the entire first half. John Stones passing to no one in particular, and then Kevin De Bruyne passing to the goalkeeper. Alexander Kolarov then finding his imaginary friend. Maybe he goes by the name of a certain Mario Balotelli. City had 0 shots on goal in the first opening half. The first time that has happened in Europe this season. The visitors' first attempt on goal, and yep, you guessed it, it ended up in the back of the net. City unable to deal with Kylian Mbappe, who scores his 11th goal in as many matches. Pep's team without a clean sheet in 11 Champions League games. Monaco's next real threat on the City goal sent the Stade Louis II into a frenzy. Again, the source of danger coming from the left flank, this time Fabinho doing the damage. And at this point, it was City who were staring at an early exit out of Europe based on away goals. But Pep's side woke up in the second period, Raheem Sterling putting Daniel Subasic under pressure, and Leroy Sané cleaning up the mess. And at this stage, it was advantage City. Radamel Falcao nursing a dodgy hip and fearing the worst. But against the run of play, Monaco find a way to pull ahead. Timui Bakayoko, the match winner here tonight. City crash out as Monaco celebrate like they've already won the whole competition.
Congratulations, Monaco, for the qualification for the quarterfinals. In that level, you have to play more than 45 minutes, and just we play 45 minutes, and we create a lot of chances there, but we missed 45 minutes, and we thought we spoke a lot of times and these days, so to try to be our strength is to be aggressive without the ball, and the first half we were a little bit slow in everything, and that's why we concede against good teams in Europe, as it was so complicated. Today was not. Why the second half was a problem with defense? No. Problem is the first half we were not there. So our strength when the opponent has the ball, go aggressive to pick it up. And
so the alarming trend is plastered on your screen. Only 4 English teams have made the quarters of the Champions League in the last 5 seasons. The only one still alive in this year's edition is Leicester City, and the last time an English team has won the Champions League was 5 years ago. So what is their excuse?
I'm sure the talk is going to be again about the winter break. I don't know why they keep talking about it, because, you know, most of the countries have a break during winter, with 10 days off, then pre-season again, and they're back. In England, you don't. In England, it's the most busy period. But I just think that's an excuse, because you're so fit. You train so long. You play so many games. You have the best medical staff around you to make you prepare for every game. So I think that's just an excuse. English football needs to have a look at how they train, fitness-wise, in other countries. Because I think, especially in Germany, they're machines. You see the Monaco players. There's not many players who were not fit enough. They were strong, power, pace.
Since Novak Djokovic turned pro back some 14 years ago, only 2 men have managed to beat him in straight sets in back-to-back tournaments. Andy Murray did it in 2008, and the following year, Roger Federer accomplished the same feat. Just hours ago, a 3rd person joined the list. And what makes it such a big deal is the fact that it happened at Indian Wells, a tournament Djokovic has won on 4 consecutive occasions. The conqueror is none other than Australian Nick Kyrgios, who had it easy because the world number 2 was in a generous mood, handing out gifts to his opponent. Mistakes after mistakes, including this wild return in the first set. Djokovic committing a grand total of 25 unforced errors in this match. And even when the real Joker turned up, Kyrgios was up to the task. Check it out. producing crazy winners like this. First set in the bag for the 21-year-old. Djokovic, usually the cool head among the two, losing it. Poor racket. Second set was a closer affair, with Djokovic setting the pace early on. But the Serb had no answer for this Kyrgios cross-court return. And just like how Djokovic started the contest, the five-time champion here would concede defeat with a careless serve return. So Djokovic's 19-match winning streak at Indian Wells officially over. Now, you might remember that Djokovic won his first tournament of the year in Doha, but since crashing out of Wimbledon at the hands of Sam Querrey, the 12-time Grand Slam champ hasn't been the same. And if you go back 8 years, this is easily the worst start to a calendar year for Djokovic. Anyone seen the real Novak around? Please inform the relevant authorities, because I'm filing a missing persons report.
Well, the run was amazing. I am very proud of it, obviously, and had to end at some stage, and unfortunately it was today. I don't want to look back and now just think of whether things could have been different or not in terms of draw or not. Yeah, sure, I could have had an easier draw, but you know, I don't want to look for excuses. It is what it is. I have to deal with it, and you know, think about doubles here. You know, I want to do well in doubles with Victor. Obviously, we're still in the tournament, and then take it from there.
As a rookie in 2007, LaMarcus Aldridge received a diagnosis of Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, which is an abnormality of the heart's electrical system that can cause an abnormal heartbeat and dizziness. The forward underwent a minor procedure that season to correct the issue and missed the final 9 games. LMA experienced a recurrence of the condition 5 years later, and since the original diagnosis, every year Aldridge has undergone a pre-season evaluation with a cardiologist. Earlier this week, Aldridge missed 2 games because of the same condition. But he's back, although slightly rusty. A win against Portland here, and San Antonio will tie Golden State for the best record in the league. But LMA was clearly struggling. His jumper here was way off. And then later on, from an identical position, he was short. And how about posting up? His hook shot not working as well. Aldridge missing 15 of his 24 shots on the night, but lucky for him, MVP candidate Kawhi Leonard was in red-hot form, sinking this from downtown to give Spurs a 3-point cushion at the second cue. And what Kawhi can do, Damian Lillard can do too. The fancy layup there. Now, this would become a running battle in this game, because Kawhi goes again over here, this time going for the poster dunk, and Spurs are up by 1. So what is Damo's response to all that? It is a long J to put Portland back in front, but not for too long, because Kawhi was lurking. 34 points, 9 boards, and 6 helpers on the night. But he would eventually lose this contest because Lillard collects 36 points for himself, and Portland hang on for the win.
Another 3-ball, Dame Lillard.
Just take a look at the company Lillard finds himself in. If you track the most points scored in the last 3 years, you will find that only 4 guys can claim to have put up more numbers than the Portland point guard. The usual suspects: James Harden, Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron James. The gap between Damo and LeBron, only 5 points. Make sure you watch this space.
Over to the capital now, where Martin Gortat is having a bit of fun prior to the game against Dallas. And he was the catalyst for the Wizards early on, combining well with John Wall for this alley-oop. However, the combo didn't last long, though. Jay Wall was forced out with Wizards in front after landing awkwardly, causing a sprain on his foot. Ouch! On top of that, Bradley Beal is not happy with his team's performance during halftime.
As Wall is laying out of bounds.
Still not where it needs to be, man. We're giving up way too many threes, way too many layups, and we're fouling too much. We just gotta play smarter. We're not playing smart at all.
That was evident when Washington allowed the Mavs to take control, hurting them from beyond the arc. Dirk Nowitzki needed no invitation for the threes, while Seth Curry also decided to join the downtown club.
Wide open.
The fourth quarter barrage was enough to see Dallas take this one by 5. Next up for them, the 76ers. With that, Dallas edged closer to the playoff spot. It's a bit of a dogfight scenario, though, as you can see. Portland, Minnesota, and even Denver themselves are still in the running. The only time the Mavs could possibly influence the race is next month against Denver.
The last day of the regular season is on April 13th, and then we have a short break before the playoffs begin. I miss the NBA, Swarna.
Show off.
Which reminds me, we are going to WrestleMania at the end of this month, so if you are a crazy WWE fan, prove it by sending us an email and tell us why you deserve to join us.
You guys are going to Madrid too, right?
Yep, El Clasico in April, one thing at a time, you know?
No fair.
You met Hazard, right? Still to come on Daily Live, why the Federer-Nadal contest was so lopsided. Plus, how serious was this injury to Dwayne Wade? And we will update you on Lindsey Vu's condition after this accident.
Hey, wait, come back. This is not a commercial. It's not a commercial. Actually, it is. It's more than that, though. As a consumer, we always want extra perks for everything we buy. Waterproof one on this phone. Wow, slow-mo shot. Wow. You guys are serious about a demo. Huh? In most loyalty programs, when you purchase something, they reward you with either cash or points. But at Senheng, for every item you purchase, you get both cash and points. Double rewards. Shock, right? Oh, yo! It's the Samsung SUHD Curve TV! Hey, this TV waterproof one,
This broadcast of the Premier League is brought to you by Wanda Coffee. Try the new Wanda Extra Presso. Brickfields Asia College, the fastest and smartest way. And MyEG, your e-government service provider. Miami, where hardcore meets hardcore.
A titanic battle. Classy shot.
The heat is the least of your worries.
Incredible stuff. An extraordinary end.
The ATP 1000 Miami Open, live on Astro Supersport 2 in HD.
Welcome back. The quarterfinals of the BNP Paribas Open saw third seed Karolina Pliskova take on seventh seed Garbine Muguruza. It was a heated battle between both women throughout the match, especially this 12-shot rally that saw Pliskova take the upper hand midway through the first set with this fierce forehand winner. Karolina eventually closed out the first set after 50 minutes with this unstoppable ace. The Czech international did not hold back and kept pressing on. Her reward, the first break of the second set as she finished yet another rally with this delicate drop shot at the net coming right up. Ooh. Muguruza, however, fought back and managed to push the game to a tiebreak. But unfortunately for her, a double fault costed her the match as Pliskova took the win and advances to her second consecutive semifinal at the Indian Wells.
Roger Federer finally has bragging rights over Rafa Nadal. Both men have met 26 times in the past, but this is the first time ever that the Swiss has 3 wins in a row over his longtime rival. Now, we all remember that win in this year's Aussie Open final, right? Before that, RFed also took the W over Nadal at the 2015 Swiss Indoors Tournament, another first for these two at the BNP Paribas Masters. It was the first time they've met before the quarterfinals of the tournament since 2004, which was their first ever showdown. It wasn't the best of starts for Nadal, and we can't say the same, though, about this lucky fan over here who gets the ball. And legend Rod Laver was also in attendance for this one in Indian Wells. So RFed didn't hold anything back in this round of 16 meeting, showing off his much improved backhand there. That backhand would help him race to a 5-1 lead in the first set. There were also 6 winners from his forehand here, just before the Swiss wrapped things up 6-2. Same story in the second. Nadal may have taken the lead momentarily, but there was nothing he could do about RFED's 11 winners. Committing 15 unforced errors throughout didn't help Nadal's cause either. After a little over an hour, it is the 9th seed who books a ticket into the quarters. That was only the 10th time a meeting between both men have ended in straight sets without a tiebreak in 36 meetings. If you want more stats, well, Federer's win over Nadal brings his numbers to 5-0 against top 10 opponents this year, with Nadal featuring twice in those numbers.
After going on a 5-game losing skid, Chicago Bulls responded with a win over Charlotte on Monday, possibly putting a halt on that slump. However, Bulls head coach Fred Hoiberg insisted that they're still figuring things out. So when they hosted Memphis at the United Center, there wasn't much confidence surrounding the Bulls. Jimmy Butler, who had a decent outing last time against the Grizzlies, is determined to do the same. Jumping straight into the second cue, Butler is doing just that, knocking down the J to keep pace with the visitors. But Mike Conley is here to spoil the party, hurting the Bulls from downtown.
Nothing but net for 3.
Knocking one after the other.
Back.
Chicago were still figuring out how to stop this man. JB tried his best though, but even after this alley-oop that contributed to his 14-point display, the Bulls just couldn't catch up. Not helping their cause, Dwayne Wade suffered a sprained elbow after this incident. He's scheduled to undergo an MRI scan tomorrow. Now with Wade down and out, the Grizzlies continue to see nothing but net. So Memphis victorious at the United Center. With that result, Chicago joined a not-so-desirable list of the worst teams in the NBA, based on recent results, of course. I don't know what Fred Hoiberg is trying to figure out, but he'd better sort it out fast with a road trip to Washington just around the corner.
Meanwhile, the American Airlines Arena saw the return of Goran Dragic after recovering from a swollen eye. Hosting New Orleans Pelicans this time, Dragic is showing the home crowd just what they've been missing. Helping his cause is none other than DeMarcus Cousins. He picked up a technical foul here, his 19th of the season. Typical Boogie. But that didn't stop Cousins from doing what he does best, though. Bullish in the paint, 19 points from Boogie tonight. And back to the Dragic show now. This man is just on fire, inflicting heat onto the Pelicans D with the crowd chanting MVP. Dragic continued to impress, ending the night with 33 points. And he sealed it off with a spin move over here. The Heat take this one by 8. Now let's hear it from the MVP of the night.
Goran, first of all, you were itching to get back, clearly. You came out here, locked in and focused. What were you dealing with while you had to wait for that eye to open up for you, and how did you want to come back?
I mean, it was tough, but I want to come back so bad to be with those guys on the floor, you know, to battle for each other and to get a wins. And, you know, great win tonight. You know, we need to take care of business at home, and this is a good start for us. You know, nobody use excuses. We just came in every day, put a lot of work in, and tried to win together as a team. And, you know, I think so that's the most beautiful thing you can do. Nobody's selfish in this team. Everybody's playing for each other, and that's why we came back.
It's great to see you. It's great to know that you're seeing. And congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, Jax. Appreciate it.
A pleasure.
With that display, Goran Dragic has pushed Miami to within touching distance of the playoff spot. The only thing separating them to Detroit is the head-to-head tiebreaker, having lost twice in 3 games against them this season. Adding to that, Chicago, Charlotte, and New York are also lurking behind them.
In 2012, it was Augusta National Golf Club. 2 years later, it was the Royal and Ancient Golf Club at St Andrews. 2017, Murfield in Scotland. I'm talking about golf clubs allowing women members. In the case of the Honourable Company of Edinburgh Golfers, not being considered as a host of the British Open for a few years might have been the stick that finally broke the camel's back. Something even former world #1 Rory McIlroy cannot believe is still happening in this day and age.
In this day and age where you've got
women that are like the leaders of certain industries and women that are heads of state and not to be able to join a golf course. I mean, it's obscene. Like, it's ridiculous. So they sort of saw sense. I still think it got to this stage is horrendous. And yeah, I mean, we'll go back and we'll play the Open because they'll let women members in. But, you know, every time I go to Muirfield now, I won't have a great taste in my mouth.
This should worry you, because it's still obscene that there's 20% of that membership still voted no.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's horrendous. I mean, I don't get it. So anyways, like we'll go back there for the Open at some point, and I won't be having many cups of tea with the members afterwards.
Over at the Ski World Cup Finals, Olympic champion Lindsey Vonn was unable to apply the brakes as she slid into the safety barriers here at the end of her downhill run. Ouch. Impressively though, Vonn, who is also Tiger Woods' ex, finished second despite having dealt with a cold throughout the competition. This was also her 130th podium finish in her 15-year-long career.
And we have news just in. Middlesbrough have confirmed that the club have sacked head coach Aito Karanka with immediate effect.
Assistant coach Steve Agnew will assume control of the first team. Borough are winless in their last 10 Premier League games and currently 3 points from safety with 11 games remaining.
Borough secured automatic promotion to the Premier League last season.
For more updates and discussion, tune into Football Countdown at 9 p.m. on Supersport 3 tomorrow.
Coming up on Daily Live, one of the best performances by a goalkeeper we have ever seen. Jan Oblak is next on Daily.
The NBA on Astro Supersport 4 and HD.
You ready?
Go, let's break.
Ride or die. Let's do it.
Home cooks from all walks of life.
People would be pretty surprised to know that I'm a doctor.
Are about to start on a culinary adventure.
Welcome to Casaloma.
Creating food that will exceed all expectations.
This is next level. Kaboom.
Overcoming obstacles.
The firefighters are ready to eat.
What the heck? Oh my God. For the coveted prize of MasterChef Canada Season 3. All new, weeknights at 8 on Lifetime.
Someone once said, never be afraid to be daring.
Arnold Palmer Invitational. Wire to wire.
Never be afraid to dream.
Oh, man, he deserved that.
Never be afraid to play like a king.
Yes. Good vibes here. What a shot.
How good is that? The Arnold Palmer Invitational, live on Golf Channel.
Back at it here, Jan Oblak is not human. The Atletico Madrid goalie was a walking no-entry sign against Bayer Leverkusen here. Check out this 3-stop sequence, okay? Julian Brandt, Kevin Volland again. Sorry, guys, not today. Oblak was busy all night protecting his team's 4-2 first leg lead. Karim Bellarabi didn't get the memo. Javier Hernandez not fast enough. Later on, Kevin Campo had to go, but this one ends scoreless. Diego Simeone making his 4th straight quarterfinal appearance in the Champions League. And in the last 4 years, no other manager can match his consistency in the latter stages of the Champions League. That's 4 quarterfinal appearances in the last 4 seasons. No surprise, he is hot property among the biggest teams in Europe. Okay, so if you just joined us here on Daily Live, it's time now to hit the rewind button to revisit our top story.
thinking about. Just defending 90 minutes, defending.
Slips into the penalty area, it's danger. Brilliant block challenge. Back in, Monaco take the early lead. And it's the wonder kid of Mbappe.
90 minutes.
He's in Mendy. Good work. 2-0. Fabinho. Too easy though, Clive. Too easy.
No, it's not about defense.
Okay, so
always complain the goalkeeper's defense. No.
And in towards Bakayoko. It spins again. A twisting, turning, riddle of a football match. A wonderful Champions League tie. But at the moment, not if you're a Manchester City fan.
You kill yourself.
And on that note, Monaco become the latest team to qualify to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Join Amanda and Lez Ann as they will be accompanying you during the last 8 draw tomorrow at 7 p.m. See you there.
Just before we let you go, we have breaking news for you. Middlesbrough have sacked head coach Aito Karanka with immediate effect. Assistant Steve Agnew will take charge of the first team.
Oh, and you know what? We've got another wishlist trip to share with you guys.
Another trip?
Yeah!
Didn't we already mention WrestleMania and El Clasico earlier in the show?
Yes, but there is one more. If there's any of you out there who is up for a trip to the Gold Coast to support our Malaysian badminton team, because we are going to offer you, and most definitely you, a chance to follow the Dream Team down under to catch the Sudirman Cup. So just send us an email explaining why you should be the special one. But hurry, because Mark and I won't be reading any emails received after March 26th. Okay, that is your deadline.
Done?
Pretty much. Yeah,
okay,
I think so. No, not yet. Okay, we're going to leave you with a teaser for our first episode of Season 2, which airs this Sunday, 19th of March. Okay, don't forget to watch it.
More wish list?
Yeah, of course. We love it, don't we?
It looks like all you guys were having so much fun out there. This weekend, what has been the highlight for you?
Taking pictures with all the celebrities out there. Just the smile in their faces, how excited they are to be here. I think that's the highlight. You know, I think everything else on the court going to take care of itself. And it's just fun. It's fun, and I'm really proud of myself that I can give that happiness and see them smile.
Into the spirit of the SEA Games 2017 Kuala Lumpur with a look back at the glorious moments and achievements of our athletes. In Basan Sukan Sea on Astro Arena and HD.
You're so nice. This is Monterey. We pound people with knives to death. She's a mom. She's young. Like you used to be?
Oh, like we used to be?
Ticking bomb. I'll leave it at that.
Itty bitty ball of rage.
Battle lines were drawn.
Things never blow over. They blow.
Boom.
Big Little Lies. A new episode every Monday, 9 a.m. Same time as the U.S. with the same day encore at 9 p.m. on HBO.
There's a classier way to reach your football stars. Join the Astro PFA Fans Player of the Month contest.